darkness, outer space, and glittering stars as the camera pans 360, revealing this alien planet. 1979's Alien is the scariest sci-fi horror film ever made. I first watched as a kid, but I never saw the film in theaters until Alien Day, April 26th, 2024. Just the other day. Having seen the film in theaters, first off, it's overwhelmingly scary. A sci-fi transcendent experience. Jerry Goldsmith's score is frightening, haunting, it lingers, especially with its mysterious mixture of spooky sci-fi sounds. Right before the beginning of the film, this dread hits you, because from start to finish, this movie really fucking begins a horrifying descent into a crew of 7 being doomed, stalked, hunted by the greatest movie monster I have ever seen. I can't think or imagine a movie monster more terrifying than that goddamn thing. And it's been 45 years. The performances from everyone is terrific. We don't know the specifics about their background, but the performances are so convincing. From that, we get a great sense of the crew's personalities, which is totally fine because they are all intriguing and lovable, whether it's them talking about something relatable or something that makes you laugh. The Nostromo is so crazy large and moody. The cinematography feels pulled straight out of a nightmare. With everything so practically made, the world feels real, as in you can reach out and touch it or go there. A rarity in cinema nowadays. The alien planet itself feels evil. It's blinding, foggy, cloudy, howling winds, jagged, dark rock. The perfect looking place for such a sick fuck. I cannot believe the crew went ahead with the mission. Even the inky black, insect-looking interior shots of the alien spaceship creep me out. Never. Everything about it feels ominous. If I'm the captain, we're turning back. Get out of here. Everything about this film gives me the creeps. I've seen this movie countless times, but it's still so intense. The way it looks, the way the story is executed, the xenomorph having acid for blood is always a top tier what the fuck moment. Kane and the facehugger, those scenes are so disturbing because this crew, minus asshole Ash, they seem like good, fun people who are about to be massacred by pretty much a demon from hell. I'm with Ripley. Kane would have never returned on board. That's crazy to think otherwise. What? I'm not risking my life or the rest of the ship over that. Kane would have stayed his ass outside. The facehugger concept in general makes me shudder for real. It wraps around your face and your throat, tightens, shoves something down your throat, and you just sleep? Fuck that. Kane would have never returned on board. Ever. And the chest burster scene is just legend. An iconic audience freakout. Definitely traumatized me as a kid, for sure. And then somehow, the movie just gets creepier. The way that these characters are killed off by this monster, death feels tragic, trauma-filled. Those dreamlike shots of the rain and the sounds of the swinging chains and Brett and the way that goddamn thing drops down and stands as if with perfect movement and speed. The way Captain Dallas gets taken out in the air ducts amidst the shrill cries from Lambert. Parker and Lambert's deaths were the hardest to watch, for me at least. Always. It's so depressing and tragic the way Lambert succumbs to an almost childlike level of fear, and Parker's screams. Sweat looking like it was painted. It's so coated on Ripley running in the end. Full panic mode cinema here. That mode never really leaves until finally the alien is blown out into space at the end, with that gorgeous shot of water hitting the lens behind the spacecraft blasting off. Ripley having finally won. A determined, brave, badass character and performance from Ripley Sigourney Weaver. She's a real-life classic anime character. That's how strong she is in this movie. Ripley is one of the greatest female characters of all time, carrying a calmness and confidence we should all aspire to attain. Because if I was being hunted by that thing, I'd be dead in 12 minutes top. But Sigourney, you completely buy her in the role, and that goddamn cat would have been left behind if I was in charge. This movie just freaks me out. Often there's just silence or humming ambient noises in the background, bleak, sickly, gothic colors and lighting. The reveal of Ash being a robot, or the ending fake out where we realize, nope, movie's not over yet. The fucking thing is still with her. Also, shout out to another classic crowd freak out. I don't understand how Ripley is so calm at the end. I would have been throwing up and screaming, curled up in a ball, unable to speak. This movie is the stuff of true horror and science fiction melded together. On the bright side, we'll never die by way of a xenomorph. That's a plus. However, given there's, beyond hundreds of billions of other planets and galaxies, somewhere out there in the universe, there has to be some creature similar to this. I mean, look at the scariest creatures on Earth. And that part, too, is scary.